Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. I've got this caught in my earring. Happy birthday to me. Yes, it's my birthday. I know that there's a possibility that you are not watching this on the day that this went up, and therefore it is no longer my birthday. But in this one video, this one confined space in time, it is eternally my birthday. And look, I think I deserve to celebrate. I haven't had a great year. I just want to have a nice time. And what's a better way to have a nice time than to have a big old party? All of my friends gathered round, having some drinks, eating some food. Food, definitely, I like food. It's not a party without a good buffet of food. But you know, we're going to have it in this lovely house. I feel like we have a little bit of extra space for some musical characters. Looking at the history of musical theatre, there's so many wonderful characters who I think would add a lot to a house party in celebration of my birthday. And there's also a lot of characters who wouldn't. So today I'm going to walk through which musical theatre characters are invited to my birthday party. Why are they invited? What are they doing? What are they bringing? That's very important. I'm very poor. I want some good gifts. This is which musical theatre characters are invited to my birthday party. But if you haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Ellie. I talk about theatre. I am the most chaotic theatre person on the internet. I do reviews, I do discussions, I do weird videos like this and rankings, and if any of that sounds interesting to you, please consider hitting like and subscribe. It really helps me, it helps out the channel. And also, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. You're not going to like the video and subscribe on my birthday? Wow. But let's dive into this video. Now, to make sure this works, I'm going to walk you through my RSVP lists. There's the people who are not invited, there are the people who are invited but wouldn't come, there are the people who are invited but they are here to perform, they're here to help out. And of course there are the people who are invited and will be in attendance. Let's start first with the characters who are not invited to my birthday party. Firstly, Gavroche, Oliver, Artful Dodger, Billy Elliot, Matilda, Lydia, any of the teens from Heathers, Mean Girls, Babies, Jamie, etc, etc, on and on and on. It may seem quite harsh to just list off an entire group of characters like that, not even diving into their personal reasons of why they're not invited, but there's one very simple reason that connects all of these characters together that I have just mentioned. This is my birthday party, specifically for me. Don't you think it would be really, really weird if me was inviting a bunch of children and teenagers to this party? I'm so sorry, you're not coming. I think it would be strange if I had a bunch of children and teenagers running around the house that I'm not related to while I'm trying to enjoy myself, have a little dance, drink some drinks, and have a great time. I'm so sorry, it's past your bedtime, go do your maths homework. I don't know, whatever teenagers do. I don't know, I don't care, you're not invited. I know this does leave off a lot of characters who, you know, enjoy partying within the context of their musicals. I mean, you can literally take a bunch of these musicals that I've just mentioned, and they literally all have house parties. Heathers has one in Big Fun. Mean Girls has the Halloween party. Babies has the party that starts Act 2. They would be the life of the party. I am not doubting that. It would be a blast. And, you know, I think Kurt and Ram, they'd bring their keg. It would be lovely. Mean Girls, all of those characters know how to have a great party, and there's always a little bit of drama, a little bit of tension. And Babies, I think out of all of them, has like the most fun party with like the least dramatic moment. So like if there was any, I guess it would be the characters from Babies, but none of them. I'm so sorry, none of you were invited. I feel like the reasons I have laid out are fair and valid. Now, while there's no children at this party, I also don't think I will be extending an invitation to Miss Trunchbull. You know, Miss Trunchbull is just a person I don't think would be very fun at parties. She's a very serious diva, to say the least. And you know, if she was invited, I don't think she'd get along with some of the other people invited to the party. I think she'd probably start a fight or two. I don't even know if she would come at all. I don't think it's her scene. I don't think any good would come from her being invited. So I feel like for the betterment of my party and of my birthday, we'll leave Miss Trunchbull off the invite list. Now, the cats from Cats, not invited. They're not invited. Why are they not invited? This is why they're not invited. If you haven't met her before, this is Willow. She is my puppy. She is so cute. And obviously, Willow is being invited to the birthday party. I have never seen a dog before that loves attention as much as this little puppy right here. She is ready and waiting for bountiful loads of attention. She wants attention in abundance. And if there is a party going on, you just know Willow is about to have the best time of her life, getting all of the attention, all of the little pats and scratches and scritches that she absolutely deserves. So of course, Willow is invited to the party. But if I know anything about this dog, she loves just a handful of things. She loves attention, she loves cheese, and there will definitely be cheese at this party, won't there, Willow? You don't need to lick my mic. I know I said cheese, but... But Willow also loves barking. She loves barking at cats. Don't you, Willow? And if I invite the cats from Cats to my birthday party, not worrying about the fact that, they are weird anthropomorphic hybrids of cats, but they are cats, that they're just played by people, so it's kind of like a weird situation, but they are cats. Like, canonically, they are cats, and Willow would not like that. Willow would be barking up a storm, they'd probably be hissing back, there would be loads and loads of arguments, and I don't want to deal with that at my birthday party. I feel like I want to just have a good time, and I want Willow to be nice and calm. Not calm, she'd be running around the place and enjoying all of the attention and wriggling just like this. But I don't think she could enjoy herself if she had to worry about these cats. She needs to defend against the cats. And so a decision has to be made. It's Willow or the cats. And I'm sorry, I have to pick Willow. My allegiance is to the puppy. She is the cutest little puppy in the world, and she needs all the love that she can get. She deserves an invite to my birthday party. It would not be my birthday without this cute little adorable creature right here. Therefore, I don't think I can, in good conscience, invite the cats from Cats to my birthday party. Willow, I hope you're thanking me. Let's just pretend the cats that I'm not inviting are the horrific cats from the Cats film, and then I feel less bad. Because I can say no to their faces, I can't say no to this thing. Look at her, she's so cute. Speaking of Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals that have anthropomorphized things, let's talk about the trains from Starlight Express. Now, you may be a little bit like, what? Why are the trains not invited to the party? Rusty, Greaseball, Dinah, Pearl, all of these characters are so lovely and so sweet, and yes, I completely agree. I think a character like Rusty is really good-hearted. Is that practically the only character trait we get from Rusty in the entirety of Starlight Express? Yes, but I think that would be good for a party setting. Even though Greaseball is quite cocky and egotistical in places, I do feel like they would bring a lot of fun to a party. I mean, in the London version, that sparkler gun, that seems like a lot of fun. If she brought that and we could all have a try of it, I wouldn't say no. I think I was going to invite any of the trains from Starlight Express to come to my birthday. It would probably be those two, actually. So why are they not invited? Well, you've got to remember, because I did mention that cats, they are being played by people, but they are real cats. So Willow wouldn't like them. So by that logic, we also have to remember that the trains in Starlight Express are trains. I know they're based on toy trains, but they are trains nonetheless. So we have to answer the simple question. If this party is happening within my house, how am I fitting a full-scale train in here? I think it's quite a mammoth task to try and fit an entire train through my doorway. If we are forgetting that fact, and, you know, they are the size of the people playing them within the musical, and they can indeed skate into my house, then sure, Rusty and Greaseball, they are more than welcome to attend. Hell, they can all have +1s, so Pearl and Dinah can come too. But if they aren't, I just don't think I can fit any of them into my house. How am I fitting one train into my house, let alone 4? Let alone the entire cast of Starlight Express. Now, obviously, I think there's a lot of villains that we could talk about who just simply couldn't be invited to my party. I decided I'd only want to pick like 1 or 2. So the next one, Audrey 2. Do I need to explain why I don't want Audrey 2 at my party? I feel like it's pretty obvious. I want to enjoy my birthday, thank you. I want to, have some drink, eat some food. I don't want to be eaten myself. And I feel like if I invite Audrey 2 to my birthday party, I feel like a lot of the clientele would be eaten. I feel like Audrey would take that opportunity to have a little snack itself. Therefore, I'm not inviting Audrey 2. I'm not inviting Audrey 2. And you know what? Further to that, I'm not inviting Seymour either, because I do not trust that Seymour will not invite Audrey 2 as well. I know the nefarious deeds that are happening behind closed doors there, Seymour. You are not coming to my birthday party. You can come if you can explain to me, where is Mr. Mushnick? Huh? I thought so. And finally, the most nefarious villain of all, the character who is definitely not invited to my birthday party, Warner Huntington III from Legally Blonde. Okay, I know I'm joking. He's not like the biggest villain in the world. He's just kind of a douche though. And quite frankly, I don't need that energy at my birthday party, thank you. I want to have a fun time, a good time, and I don't need someone like Warner Huntington III. He's disrespectful to Elle, he's got an awful attitude, he's just not a very nice man. There's only so many people I can fit in my house, and quite frankly, I feel like any combination would be better than inviting Warner Huntington III. Let's move on to some characters who are invited. These are characters who, if they came, I would be more than happy to extend an invite into my house, but for one reason or another, they're not going to come. This may not be for, negative reasons. This may not be because they hate me. They may just be busy. They may have other things to do. They may not be that interested in coming along to a house party. Firstly, I feel like the Matilda characters have got the short end of the stick, so I would love to extend an invite to Miss Honey. I'm more than happy to have Miss Honey come to my birthday party, but let's remember that my birthday this year falls on a Tuesday. So Miss Honey, she's got to teach. She's got to teach the next day. As well as a house party probably not really being her thing, she's, quite reserved. I don't think she would be very at home at a house party. But, I feel like for one reason or another, she wouldn't come. She'd be very sweet about it. She'd probably send me a small gift, like a thank you, but just explain, the reasons why she can't come. She's got to teach, she's got to do this, that, and the other. She's got to put Matilda to bed, she's too busy. She's a busy lady. Hester Liggett from Operation Mincemeat is another character like Miss Honey, who I just don't really feel like a house party is her kind of thing. As much as I love her and I love her energy, I just don't really feel like she would enjoy a house party. She would probably also question, how did I manage to reach her when she is trying to be stealthy working for MI5? So that would be a lot to explain. Moving on. Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada. Do you think that the Miranda Priestley has time for my party? She does not care. She has already forgotten by the time it has come to my birthday that she was even invited. She probably didn't even read the RSVP. She probably just saw it, on her desk and said, this is not important, and gave it to Emily, who has already shredded it. And if she did come, I feel like she would be very judgy at the spectacle or lack thereof of my party, in just a normal house with some oven-made food on the side. She's more used to the finer things. She's more used to gala nights and invites. She's going to hotels, she's going to big events. She's not going to have the time to come and celebrate in a small little house like mine. Nathan Detroit from Guys and Dolls absolutely did intend to come. He had full intentions to. He got the invite, he had it, he's like, I'm going to do this. And then he's managed to find himself sidetracked for the millionth time. He's setting up another crap game, he's trying to find a location, he's become so distracted with that he's completely forgotten that he was going to come to this party. And knowing him, he's promised Adelaide that he was going to come, and now she's here and he is not. And she's not very happy with that. It is a wonder why I've even invited him in the first place, as, you know, we all know what Nathan Detroit is like. We all knew that this was going to happen. But, you know, I'd feel rude if I didn't extend the invitation. And honestly, it's probably the only way to get Adelaide here. Harold Ziedler, he's too busy running the Moulin Rouge. He's got a late night performance to do. He can't stop by. I honestly do think Harold Ziedler would be the life of the party. I mean, Harold Ziedler knows how to put on a spectacle. The energy he has the second he steps on stage at the Moulin Rouge, you love it. I think he'd be a blast at parties. Like, he would be fantastic at parties, but I just don't think he'd be able to spare the time. Speaking of characters who I don't think we'd be able to spare the time, Donna from Mamma Mia, I'd love to have her at my party. Donna is a problem fixer. You know, she's a single mum who works one job, who loves her kid and never stops. With gentle hands and the arms of a fighter, she is a survivor, and she is running that island hotel to a T. If she leaves for a single second, there's no way that island is not going to fall into disarray. She can't fly over and come to my birthday party. She wouldn't dare. Honestly, I feel like she's probably so busy that she doesn't even tell me that she's not coming. You know, she's a busy gal and we need to respect that and understand it. We have the first of many Hadestown characters here with Orpheus. Now, Orpheus is definitely invited. Eurydice and Persephone and a lot of the other Hadestown characters are invited as well, and we'll see if they come or not and how much they celebrate. But Orpheus, no, he's too busy. Orpheus has one goal in mind, one singular goal, and that is to write his song to bring back summer. And quite frankly, I feel like that's going to lead him to be very distracted. We see throughout the events of Hadestown that Orpheus is already very distracted. You know, he misses his cue for his applause at the start of the musical. When Persephone goes back into the underground, he kind of shuts himself away, and that is the reason that all of the events of Hadestown happen. If he doesn't have time to look after Eurydice, he ain't gonna have time for my birthday party. And, you know, I'm gonna be very sad about that because I feel like he would play the lyre to perfection, but I don't think he's coming. Now, Amelie from Amelie has sent a negative RSVP. She has told us she's not coming. We know Amelie to be a very antisocial person. You know, she's grown up in a household where she was told, it was kind of drilled into her that people will always leave her, that there is no such thing as real connection, and because of that, she really does struggle with it. So a house party? I don't think it's Amelie's vibe. However, she has told us she's not coming, but she has made sure that everyone coming to this party has got here okay. She's done so many little good deeds in the background that none of us will really ever truly notice, but she has done and she's very proud of. So while she's not here in person, her actions ring true throughout this party. You know, she's probably made sure that all of the catering has come on time. She's probably made sure that there's a lot of good drink. She's probably left a present for me at my front door, rang the doorbell and run away, hiding behind like a tree or a bush, just watching from a distance to see my reaction to the good deed. We can feel Amelie's presence even if she's not here. Cinderella, she's not coming. Why is Cinderella not coming? Because she's your bad Cinderella. Yep, we're doing bad Cinderella, everyone. We're doing Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cinderella. You thought for a second we were going to do the Disney one or the Rodgers and Hammerstein one? No. I'm inviting Cinderella from Bad Cinderella. Now, we all know the type of girl that Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cinderella is. She's not like other girls. She's not your Cinderella, she's your bad Cinderella. And you know, I did consider maybe saying that she would attend. I did consider it for a long time, actually. Honestly, it almost ended up in attending. But, you know, she likes to reject a lot of societal norms. She doesn't like people dressing up. She doesn't like people pretending to be something they're not. And I feel like at a party where there's a lot of fake appearances, she's going to be seeing through a lot of that. And I don't think that she would want to be there. I don't think she's attending. And anyway, the town of Belleville has probably tied her up to a tree by now, so she's probably preoccupied and can't make it anyway. Finally, Shrek. I have done so much to make sure Shrek feels included at this party. You know, I've served up onion rings. I've made them just for Shrek, but I don't think Shrek will be in attendance. He's quite an isolated guy, you know? And while he does learn towards the end of the musical that he can let people in, he can open himself up, I don't think Shrek is the party type. And honestly, if we're going to look beyond just Shrek the musical, we can also go to the films for this. Because if we look at the opening of Shrek 4, Shrek Forever After, the Shrek film that everyone forgets about, we see Shrek at a birthday party just having the absolute worst time. Now, granted, that is a birthday party for children. It is for his children, Fergus, Farquaad, and Felicia. But nonetheless, he's not having a great time, and that leads into the whole events of Shrek Forever After, where he honestly wishes to go back to how he was seen in the first film. If that's how he feels at that party, I don't think my birthday party would be very appealing to him either. Now, before we get into who is attending, let's speak about who is attending but will be helping out in some kind of way. Who is performing or helping? Firstly, let's speak about some guys who I feel like could put on some great performances in the background. We don't need a DJ, we can have some live performances. Firstly, drag queens. I love a good drag queen. Lola, Angel, the girls from Priscilla. They are more than welcome to perform. Any drag queen is welcome to perform, except Jamie. I'm sorry, Jamie. No offense. I have to stick to my rule. I'm so sorry. I was trying to think of some other performers who could be like a good contrast to Lola and Angel. And I feel like, you know, Velma and Roxy, I do enjoy a little bit of musical theatre. I do enjoy a little bit of vaudeville. I feel like Velma and Roxy would put on a great performance. What's very funny is now, thanks to Titanic, I can say that the Celine Dion would be at my birthday party. You know, I cannot pass up the opportunity to say that the Celine Dion would be at my birthday. And I do think that the version of Celine Dion that we see in Titanic would probably come to my party. She's a loose cannon. She's chaotic, and so am I. She'd have a blast. I'd love the Six Queens to perform. I think they'd do a great job. Dolores Van Cartier from Sister Act, I'd love to have her there. And I think stylistically, to some of the other artists that we have here, it's very, very different. Some soul, some jazz, some big belty numbers. Dolores Van Cartier can do it all. And now, as I'm going for this list, I'm realizing that all of them, except for one, are people performing. Because the only person who I said will be helping at this event will be Jenna. Because honestly, I'm very happy if instead of having a birthday cake, I have a birthday pie. Oh lord, you just know Jenna is going to put together like the most delicious birthday themed pie for me. It's going to be amazing, it's going to be delicious, and I'm going to enjoy every single bit of it. So, we've got through every other category. We're now to the people who I feel like would be attending. Who am I specifically inviting to my birthday party, and who is showing up? First of all, Daddy Warbucks from Annie. Look, no shame here. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I am skint. So, Daddy Warbucks, he better attend. The man is rich. I need the coin. I need the gift. You just know that Daddy Warbucks would be very, very generous as a good-hearted man to put a lot of cash into that birthday card, you know? And I would quite enjoy that. I don't really feel like the party itself would be to his standard. He's used to a very high standard of living. I feel like he would treat us to what we need. Maybe he'd even let us have the party at his place, maybe. Maybe he'd open the doors for all of us to have it there. Then maybe Miranda Priestley would actually come. That would be impressive to her. But either way, I do feel like Daddy Warbucks would attend, and by God, I need him to. Please, my bank account needs it. The only way that this party can be afforded is if Daddy Warbucks actually does attend. I feel like it makes a lot of sense to invite someone like Jay Gatsby. Now, Jay Gatsby, you know, I said this in my last video, that Jay Gatsby, he puts on a lot of parties, but he doesn't like a party. The reason he puts on the parties in The Great Gatsby is because he's hoping that Daisy will show up. So if I'm holding a birthday party and I want Gatsby to come, all I need to do is also invite Daisy Buchanan. So, do you know what? They're both invited. They can both come. You're more than welcome. Gatsby's now coming, Daisy's now coming, and I get double the gifts from it. That's fantastic. The only downside is if Daisy then brings Tom, but I don't think she will. I feel like she's a lot more likely to invite Jordan or Nick as a +1. Or, you know, just reminisce with Gatsby. So I feel like the party is safe by inviting both of them. Gatsby will come because he knows that Daisy's going to be there, and Daisy will also be there. That's great. Persephone, oh, she loves a party. Persephone literally comes back from Hadestown every single year and has a big old party. Living It Up on Top is basically just 4 minutes of celebrations. Like, she's giving people wine, she's giving people drink. She would come to my birthday party and she would provide. And also, timing wise, it works out quite well because, you know, I am a March baby, the beginning of spring. She can come back a little bit early for my birthday and bring spring with her. Bring back the sun and the heat and the joy and make my birthday even more bright and happy and cheerful. There is no downside here. It is absolutely perfect. And honestly, Persephone would be the life of the party. She is dancing. She is bringing people in. Literally, if you look at the dance break in Living Up on Top, she's literally pushing Eurydice to start dancing. That is the vibes we want from my birthday party. Literally the opposite vibes to Warner Huntington III, who's just bringing down everyone he steps into. Persephone is here, she is thriving, she is slaying, and I want her here, and she would be. While Shrek wouldn't come to my birthday party, I do feel like Donkey would. I'd promise him a lovely parfait, and honestly, you know how much he loves a parfait. Parfaits are delicious. But even if that wasn't there, Donkey is a very social person. He loves a good talk. He loves to keep talking. That is like his one character trait. It's very similar to me, honestly. I mean, what, I've been speaking for like 20, 30 minutes just on this one topic? Yeah, we'd get along. I also think with some of the other people that are invited, you know, Persephone, Gatsby, Daddy Warbucks, there may be a weird dynamic with Donkey there, but you know what? If Donkey can warm the heart of Shrek, then I feel like Donkey could warm the heart of some of these other characters. We've got a couple more characters here who just love a good party, so it doesn't really matter to them what the party is, they just canonically like parties. I mean, first of all, Elle Woods canonically enjoys parties. She would bring so many good vibes. I feel like she'd have a great music taste to put on. You know, maybe we could even have a costume party for my birthday. I'm happy with that. She wants to bring back out the Playboy Bunny outfit and, you know, this time not be laughed out the house. We are more than welcoming Elle Woods into our space because she is an icon, a legend, and indeed the moment. She is a favourite musical theatre character for a reason, because she is amazing. Another canonical party lover, Juliet. From & Juliet. What is the first thing that Juliet does with her second life? She literally goes clubbing. She literally goes out to party. If I invited her, she is on her way immediately. And yes, this place is indeed about to blow with Juliet there. Although I am scared for my light fixtures, as we do know that Juliet loves to swing from a chandelier. Thankfully, I'm not that classy, I'm not that rich, I don't own a chandelier. And finally, Sally Bowles. She's coming. She's not brought a thing with her though. You know, everyone else has brought like a couple of nice drinks, maybe, like a few small gifts, but Sally Bowles, no present, no drink. Honestly, she's probably not even been invited, but she has sensed that there is a party and she must attend. She is on her way right now, she is coming, and she is going to have the time of her life. Now, this may be one of my strangest shouts, because honestly, you can tell that from a lot of these characters, these are like protagonists. These are like nice characters. These are the people we are rooting for. However, I stand by my invite going to Dr. Frankenfurter. Listen, is Frank intense? Absolutely. Is he weird? Yes. Is he trying to make a man with blonde hair and a tan? Yes. But I fully believe Dr. Frankenfurter would be quite good at a party. I mean, literally, what is the first thing that Brad and Janet walk into when they go to Frankenfurter's house? It is literally a party. They are literally celebrating. And honestly, it looks like fun. The time warp seems like it's quite a fun dance. Granted, Frankenfurter himself is not joining in with that specifically, but it's his house. If he didn't like it, he probably would demand that it wasn't happening. The whole reason that the events of Rocky Horror happen and that he becomes more of a villain is because he goes a little bit too far. So if I just invite Frankenfurter before he's made Rocky, I'm sure we'd have a grand old time. I stand by this. I feel like Frankenfurter would be really fun at a party, and I don't want to hear any arguments against it. I shut my ears and go la 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 la. I want some more weird choices here. My next one is another character from Guys and Dolls, and that is Sarah Brown. Now, as a devout Christian woman, you may be thinking, would she really come to like a party where you're like drinking and celebrating in that way? But throughout Guys and Dolls, Sarah Brown is constantly shown to enjoy drinking. She goes to the bar with Adelaide. She drinks all of the dulce de leches in Havana. You know, she drinks. She's open to it. And honestly, despite Frankenfurter being here and some of his actions are probably not up to standard for someone like Sarah Brown, I don't think there would be anything going that far at my party beyond, you know, some good drinks and some good company. And I feel like Sarah Brown would be on board for that. To the surprise of a lot of people there, but I feel like she would be quite nice. I'm sorry, I'm adjusting my hat. It was annoying me. It's like there. That doesn't look quite right. I can't believe I've filmed an entire video with this thing on my head. Now, Eurydice, Hadestown. I feel like she would come. Eurydice has a couple of needs. She's a hungry young girl. She's cold. She needs warmth. And, you know, I don't think she really cares what form that takes. She's going to get it where she can. And honestly, she's going to get it at my birthday party. So she's going to come. Can she afford to bring anything? No, that's fine. But Persephone can deal with that. Persephone can handle it. And honestly, I can't be that judgy. I can't afford to bring anything either. Why am I hosting a fake party I can't afford? Now, Dolly Levi. Dolly Levi is an interesting character who knows how to get what she wants. So I feel like she'd only be coming to this party if it in some way benefited her. Maybe there's some people here that she wants to matchmake. Maybe there's some people here who she wants to matchmake with herself. Dolly Levi is playing 5D chess. She is 10 steps ahead of everyone. So I can't even sit here and tell you the reason why Dolly Levi is coming to the party, but I can tell you that she is here and she has got plans, and we will eventually know those plans, but she is keeping them close to her chest and making sure that she is always one step ahead, planting the seeds she needs to plant, putting her hand in there. Benjamin Button, he's just very happy to be invited, and I'm very happy he's here. He's a sweet guy. He comes in, he enters a bar, he's 50 years old, he's so charming, he's so sweet, he's just a lovely guy. I honestly don't even mind what age Benjamin Button is, as long as, you know, he's not aged up too much, that he is now under 18, because then again, if that has happened, he now has to go with the children. He needs to sit at the children's table, and that is outside of my party. But as long as Benjamin Button has not aged up, down, left, right, centre to that age yet, then he's more than welcome to come. I feel like he would be very happy. He'd be very charmed to be invited, and because of that joy that he would feel of being included, I feel like he'd be treating everyone very kindly at the party. Christian from Moulin Rouge. So the thing about Christian is that there is a point in the musical where he starts drinking and drinking and drinking, And that is the point where I feel like Christian would get an invite to this party. He is here so he can forget about Satine. Would he eventually get kicked out because he is too drunk and now he is belting Roxanne in the middle of the room? Yes. I feel like the green fairy has taken over a little bit and maybe we should get rid of that alcohol. I don't know who brought that alcohol, but you know, Christian, he did find himself invited, but he's gone a little bit too far, unfortunately. He's gotta go. Christian becomes very intense towards the end of the musical. That love triangle takes a lot off him. Gomez and Morticia from the Ann's family, absolutely invited. Oh my god. It would be camp. They would be having the best time. Now, would they have to have their own diet provided? Sure, but I'd make sure that they're included. Would their gift probably be something like a dead rat that I would have to casually put outside? Yes, but you know what? I feel like the vibes that they bring, the joy that they bring, would be good enough. The Adams are weird. The Adams are kooky, but we love them for that. And I think they'd be more than happy to come along to this party. I mean, in the musical, they're more than happy to open up their doors to the Beinecke's-ish. Gomez and Morticia would be probably having a blast with Dr. Frankenfurter. I feel like they would be enthralled by all of the things that Frankenfurter is speaking about. Frankenfurter's like, I'm making a man. I'm inventing a man. And Gomez is just like, really? That sounds so interesting. Please do tell me more. They would be at the kitchen table, nattering well into the evening. Also, I did send an invite to Festa. Sadly, I don't know how to send an invite to the moon. So I'm going to say that one's my bad. Usnavi, the only reason I'm putting him on here is because I think it's very funny to say that he would bring a bottle of cold champagne. But also, Usnavi is so fun. Usnavi is very kind-hearted, and Usnavi he's a lovely guy. I'm more than happy to welcome him into my party, of course I am. And finally, let's talk Elphaba and Glinda. I feel like Glinda is probably more excited for this than Elphaba is. You know, Glinda is more used to a good party. She's very open to visiting the Ozdust in Wicked, but that may just be because of Fiyero, you know. Elphaba has her reservations, but I do think she would attend nonetheless. Especially if we're speaking about the point, like, just after the Ozdust Ball. Like, that point in Elphaba and Glinda's relationship where they've become a lot more close. That version, I feel like they're both coming. Any other point in the musical, and then I'll either just get Glinda, or neither of them are coming. Like, Act 2 Elphaba and Glinda, they aren't coming to my birthday party. But, you know, Elphaba I feel like would be a good helping hand. She'd show up nice and early to my birthday party, I feel. Honestly, I should have put Elphaba in the helping section. I feel like Elphaba would help put the party together. You know, she'd use some of her magic to help a little bit. Glinda would probably want to use some magic, but it's not working. It's a shame we're going to go from this point in the musical and not later, because then Elphaba could come on her broom and Glinda could come on their bubble. They may just have to get the train, which is a shame, because I haven't invited the Starlight Express train, so I'm not sure which ones are coming. Oh god, maybe I should rethink Rusty and Greaseball. But what do you think about this? Which characters do you feel like you would invite to your birthday party? Let me know all your thoughts and wish me happy birthday in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, please consider hitting like and subscribe. It really helps me, it helps out the channel. Here's some links to some other videos on screen right now, and a link to my Instagram. You'd like to drop me a follow over there. I also have other social links and a merch store in the description down below. But that's it for me today, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.